I'm sitting at a place where they have power to do the stream because they have Wi-Fi here. It is a damn mess out here, y'all. Haven't been home in like a week and a day. Still no power out there. Don't even know if I can get there. We did get a hotel room last night and had to pay extra for the dog, which is illegal because she is a service dog, but I went ahead and paid it anyway. This is just crazy though, man. The price gouging. And there's just people up from Georgia, people down from North Carolina, because there's a lot worse hit areas than this. But for whatever reason, that storm, when it came through, it just sort of hovered over Greenville for like 12 hours. And it was just ripping trees up out of the ground and snapping trees in half like they was damn twigs. But this situation is just crazy. They're supposed to have power back on at the house by tomorrow. Hey. What's up, y'all? I'm sitting out here in Greenville, waiting on a ride, trying to get back to this hotel. Checkout time is in an hour and a half. The dog's over there. We had to switch hotels in the middle of the afternoon with no car. I wonder if that's the ride there. I wonder if you're riding with them or if it's Uber. No, okay. I'm over here at this doctor's office. They got an Uber lined up for us to get us back to the hotel because I'm slap out of money. Like, it's just burning through money. The hotel cost $113 last night with the deposit, and then I told them about Lily, and they charged me another $30. So that $150 would have got me 2 nights at the other hotel, but they wouldn't rent the room to us again because they said it wasn't because of the dog, but it was. When I checked in there, so like what happened was, on day 2 after the power went out, my wife ran out of her oxygen supplies, right? So the ambulance came and took her to the hospital. She spent the night there, and then the hospital said that she couldn't stay because all she needed was oxygen, and they're supposedly setting up emergency shelters, which I can't get in touch with them. So anyway, I booked a reservation at a hotel and paid for the room. And when I got there, they didn't have power or internet. And so I did put in for a refund, but they're saying it's going to be 3 to 5 business days on that. So I went around the corner to another hotel right there that had power, but they didn't have internet. So they couldn't check me in there either. And I'm like, what if I give you cash? You've got rooms, but you're not going to check me because you don't have internet? What about cash? I'll go get some cash. No, because they laughed in my face. So I went around the corner to another hotel, and mind you, my wife is sitting at the hospital waiting to get picked up, and my car's tearing up at the time. So on the way to the hospital, I saw another hotel, and I pulled in there. They had power. They didn't have internet, so I'm like paying them cash for the room, and I tell them about the dog, and they say, you can't have the pet. And I'm like, well, she's not a pet. She's a service dog. And so they tried to run us off and keep our money. So I called the police on them, and the police said they couldn't run us off because of a service dog. They can't. But so when those 3 days that I'd already paid for was up, they wouldn't rent me the room again. So I had to pack all of our stuff up, all her oxygen equipment, the dog, my guitar, and just sit outside and wait on a ride to another hotel that also didn't have power that I made reservations to that day, Motel 6. So we drove to another hotel, and that's the one we're at now. And they did take the dog, but again, it cost me like $150 for one night, and I'm flat broke. Now, FEMA's giving out checks, and they'll do a direct deposit, but not to any of the cards I have. They won't do Cash App, they won't do Chime, PayPal doesn't have an account and routing number, and they won't do GoToBank. I got all those cards, and they won't send money to it.
Oh, so you can do that. You can do that FEMA thing.
Yeah.
And get what you got to do.
There's a phone number you can call, or you can do it online. Okay. But yeah, they'll do direct deposit, or they'll send you a check. Yeah.
Okay, direct. I got direct deposit.
Yeah, as long as it ain't to Cash App, they won't do it to Cash App. They won't do it to GoToBank, and they won't do it to Chime. But if you got a regular bank with a routing number, yeah, they'll send it to that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Thank you.
weather manipulation. Yeah, I mean, what's up, Truth Detective? Yeah, man, I don't know. It sure seems like it. I ain't never seen no shit like this, man. Like the low pressure system just set like basically right over our houses here for like 10 hours, and like it's just crazy, man. Like, again, I grew up in Orlando, man. I've seen a bunch of damn bad hurricanes. I've been through about a lot of bad hurricanes, but honestly, I've never seen nothing quite like this. It is unprecedented is I think the right word. But yeah, I mean, we know that with HARP, the high altitude auroral research project up there in Alaska, and that's just the old one that we all know about. They've got other installations like HARP, where basically they take radio telescopes and heat up the Ionis plane, and they can basically, guide storms and probably create storms and, whatever. They've had patents on weather manipulation for a long time. This definitely seemed like it could have been an attack, man. Like, I don't know. Weather machine has me in its sights. That's for damn sure. Farmer Bro, Trump for president. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if I had to pick between the two that they're running, obviously Trump. Obviously, like, he does kind of seem like a real person, and he ain't some, crazy status like the other one definitely is. But, on the other hand, for people that are trying to portray Donald Trump as like some sort of a fucking underdog or something, that's absurd. Like, Donald Trump, the billionaire underdog that had, gold bars for breakfast growing up his whole life. Yeah, the underdog, Donald Trump. I mean, whatever. I like him better than the other ones, but honestly, if you haven't caught on to the fact that the Republican-Democrat false dichotomy is just another level of this scam, then I don't know what to tell you. But again, if I was going to vote, which I'm not, it would be Donald Trump, but I'm not going to participate in any of that. I'm not going to participate in voting for a guy who I would never vote for in a million years unless it was under duress. Like, honestly, I'd rather vote for a damn barbecue sandwich than either one of them, to tell you the truth. But quantum vacuum memory, I don't know what's that. I've never heard of that. Quantum vacuum memory. What is that? I don't know. They're searching something in the Atlantic Ocean. I don't know, La Petite Cecile. Acid Cube channel was so shadow banned. Even it's free. I have little money, but I'll give that money to get to hospital with love. Well, no, we don't need to go to the hospital. Hopefully, I mean, we will. If I can't get this room paid for another night, then we're gonna have to do something, because she's got two of those left right there, two of those oxygen tanks. You can see it. And those, if she uses it sparingly, lasts about 4 hours. I've got all my stuff moved over there. I actually lost all my clothes during all this too. I haven't had a change of clothes in a week. I mean, I have been bathing and stuff, but putting on the same filthy, muddy stuff is not exactly, what we're shooting for with that. Send me a text, Acid Cube. Just hit me up on text. You can call me, but if I don't recognize the number, then I won't answer it. So just hit me up on text and tell me that it's you, and then I'll put you in my phone. It's 864-315-7892. Just send me a text, and if you want my details or whatever. But I am on PayPal, Cash App, Venmo, and Patreon. And it's TheMorgile on all those. So like paypal.me/TheMorgile, cash.app, right? $TheMorgile, and then the T and the M, hold on. On Cash App, it's $TheMorgile, but the T and the M are capitalized, okay? And then Venmo is venmo.com/TheMorgile. That's not case sensitive. And then you got patreon.com/TheMorgile. Yeah. You're in the UK? Okay. Yeah, but it's crazy, man. Like, if you didn't catch any of the other streams, like, they're for like miles in all directions, there's just trees that were like ripped up out of the ground, roots and all, along with like half the grass, and just picked up and moved like over. Like, it was almost like a giant tornado hit this place for real. And we're not just talking little trees. we're talking big, like gnarled oaks that are like 10-foot diameter trunks just snapped in half, or like picked up out of the ground with the roots and all, like it was nothing. Between the hotel that I'm at and our house, like I tried to drive it the other day and you couldn't pass it from the way that there was ways to get there, but most of the ways was blocked by trees. I lost count at like 36 big trees that were just laying on power lines. There was probably more like 50 or 60 of them, and that's just the ones that I saw. And yeah, we've been without power going on a week now.
Excuse me, sorry.
And you know, for me, it's not that big of a deal, right? But because my wife's on oxygen and she has the compressor and the CPAP machine that's got to be plugged in, we got to have a hotel room, which ultimately we ended up getting another one. But like I said, it was very expensive, and I had to pay for the dog, and now I'm broke. And to top it all off, the internet's not working there, so I can't do anything. The other day, I had just bought her a brand new phone that's supposed to jive with Spectrum, because I got a deal where I get 12 months free cell phone through Spectrum because I got my internet through them. But the phone that she had wasn't compatible with their service. So none of the phones I had were. So a couple days ago, I bought her a new iPhone from Walmart, but it's through Simple, right? Because I bought it from Walmart through Simple, they won't unlock the phone for Spectrum to provide service on it. So I had to pay another $50 just to get the phone activated through them, because I got to have a phone. And it's the unlimited plan with hotspot. But the thing is, the hotspot was only 5 gigabytes. And we burned through that on day one. She did watching All in the Family on repeat or whatever. You know, it's on Amazon Prime Video. She likes the old stuff, man. What can I say? But because the hotspot ran out, like I went and spent my last $10 that I had on my PayPal account to get more data through Simple. But guess what? Simple doesn't let you buy more hotspot data. Once you go through those 5 gigabytes of data of hotspot, that's it for the whole month. You can't get any more hotspot data. So I'm just like begging them to unlock my phone, but they won't do it, man. They said you got to have service with them for 60 days, which honestly, I think that should be illegal. Like it's kind of like a monopoly, antitrust sort of conflict of interest, in my opinion. You know, at least it seems that way to me. Are you with Uber? No, okay. Density matrix. I don't know what that is, honestly. But yeah, so I've got a $210 iPhone that I just bought her. It's like a belated birthday present or whatever. And she needed a phone. She needed a new phone anyway, because her phone that I just set up with Mint Mobile, it died and it won't charge anymore. And that phone wasn't compatible with Spectrum anyway. So I got this $210 phone. It's out of hotspot data. And Walmart's not doing returns either. So I can't get the money back for the phone. And even if they were doing returns, I paid for it with a debit card, and that takes a couple days through Walmart. So basically, I don't know what, I think I've got like an hour now to come up with $150 to pay for this hotel room. So, and I've got internet here for like the next 5 or 10 minutes until that Uber gets here. He might already be here. Are you with Uber? Oh, okay. Hold on, let me light me a cigarette. A second. Okay. Well, and then I've got like, I think $25 on Bitcoin, which I need to try to transfer over to my PayPal account. But I've got a brand new PayPal card that I haven't set up. So I got a bunch of stuff that I need to do online, and I might be able to come up with the money to pay for this hotel. But I haven't had internet all night. I literally just got to this clinic place here where they have internet, but we can't stay here all day. And the dog's at the hotel, so I've got to get back to the hotel. my car's broke down at Chick-fil-A. I got to call Chick-fil-A and tell them, please don't tow my car off because, you know, I talked to the manager when it broke down there and he let me park it like right in the middle of their parking lot. But I told him I was going to have it towed by yesterday. The thing is the auto mechanic in Honea Path hasn't answered his phone all week. So I'm assuming he definitely doesn't have power either because he was just right down the road from my house. But he has a tow truck and I've already worked it out with him like last month before my car got towed by the popos that he was going to fix it, and it needs a clutch now too. My car is fucked. Yeah, so I'm dead in the water. It didn't have a starter on it, but because it was a stick, you know, I was able to park on a hill and pop the clutch to start it. But then the clutch finally just went out yesterday on Woodruff Road at Chick-fil-A. Day before yesterday, I think. Anyway. Invest in crypto. Yeah, I mean, I've had nothing but bad luck with crypto, man. Nothing but bad luck. I had like, I think a Bitcoin and a half a few years ago. And at the time, it was worth a little less than $2,000. So this was a few years ago. And I had every intention to just sit on it. But life happens and it ended up getting spent. And it wasn't 6 months later or maybe a year later, that's when it shot up to like 100 grand per. And I had like, I don't know, what I had left of it was like $100 when it was up to 100 grand per Bitcoin. So that was bad luck. And then my friends over at Zetetic News Network, ZNN, gifted me 500, I can't think of the name of it. It's not Ethereum, but it's one of those cryptos that's tied to music. And they sent me 500 of them. They were a nickel a pop at the time, so the 500 was like $20. And as far as I know, those have all been doing not like Bitcoin, right? But they've been doing okay. But the thing is I lost my passphrase. I had wrote down the passphrase for that and put it in my lockbox. But my brother raided my lockbox and stole everything out of there, including my social security card, my ID, my social security card, all my important stuff that I had locked up. At the same time, he also got my birth certificate out of my mom's filing cabinet. Yeah, my brother stole my identity. Yeah. So anyway, that was a long time ago. Yeah, Mirror Man, it is. It's illegal for them to charge for a service animal. You're right, and it's illegal for that first hotel to like harass us. And they tried to run me off and keep my money because of the dog. And I had just paid 3 nights. I gave them like $200. So I called the police on them. You know, I had to because we were gonna at that point I still had my car, but I still, you know, like my wife's gonna die if she doesn't have somewhere to plug in her condenser. You know what I mean? So. Maybe this world is another planet's hell. Yeah. No, I mean, I don't know about the planet part, but yeah, I mean, I definitely get that. I think it's what you make of it, right? I think this place can be either or, and it's kind of up to us. But there's just a lot of evil, greedy motherfuckers out there, dude. They're just worthless motherfuckers, bro. For real. Anyway. I need to find my lighter. My cigarette keeps on going out. Is that lighter?
Sorry, that's rough.
Thank you.
Start wrapping it up, maybe.
Yeah. Are they here?
No, they will be.
Anyways, I've got some videos pending that I'm working on. Things have been kind of crazy right now, but I do have some new content in the works. I'll keep y'all posted on that. I'll try to let y'all know what happens with this situation. But again, if you want to get in touch with me, send me a text at 864-315-7892. If you want to help out, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Patreon, it's TheMorgile on all of those. If you have any trouble, just send me a text and send some prayers up this way too, y'all. Hopefully I'll be able to get this room for another night, and in a perfect world we'll have electricity tomorrow and everything should start to get back to normal. But until then, Help out if you can. Keep us in your prayers, and I will keep y'all posted. One love, you guys. Y'all be
You
good.
guys have a good day.
You too. See you later.
Yes.
What you
Oh.